Health equals wealth. My parents have always told me to take care of my body because it's the only one I will ever have. And if I don't take care of my body, I won't be able to do many of the things that I want to do. When it comes to this, the first two people I'm reminded of are my grandfathers, because they have both suffered greatly in terms of their physical health, and one also suffers in terms of his mental health. They both have a lot of money.
Not me though.
One is a millionaire and one owned a relatively successful business, built this house, and made only my grandma knows how much money. But they each suffered either from a stroke and dementia or lung cancer and a very terrible fall. So now I visit my grandfather, who sometimes thinks he's in the 1900s every week, and my other grandfather at the columbarium niche every month. My grandfather himself said, "So what if I am a millionaire? I still can't go anywhere without my wheelchair, and I'm basically a prisoner." And that's the lesson I'm trying to share with you right now. It doesn't matter how much you have material-wise if you're not healthy. Even if you had all the money in the world, you wouldn't be able to do many of the activities that make you happy or fulfilled if you were injured or disabled in any way, right? I mean, I'd pick having my 4 limbs, my eyesight, my hearing, and everything else I have to be grateful for about my body, and be a homeless person over having like $1 trillion but not being able to walk, run, touch, see, or hear, or have any disability at all. Because as long as I am healthy, I can always get things like food. As long as I'm healthy, I can always hope to chase my dreams and live a decent life. It's easier to earn material riches than it is to try and regain a perfectly healthy body. Besides, if you're not healthy, you're not fit to pursue or build anything long-standing. So if you ask me, the greatest wealth is health. Physical health is the most basic type of health that people talk about, but there's also mental and emotional health to think about. And I could go and research those two topics and give you advice on how to manage those, but I'm not going to, because I'm not a professional and I don't want to accidentally give wrong info. But the main thing I want to say is that if you look at a lot of the healthy people out there, they tend to have these two aspects in check as well. That's why they say a healthy body equals a healthy mind, because it's all connected. You react emotionally when your body is in a certain physical condition, and of course you generally feel better if you exercise regularly. All of this lets you do what you want to do more because you're fit in all aspects. It's so easy to be happy and productive when you're not sick. That I know because I haven't fallen ill in 2 years, and because I got COVID a little over 2 years ago. Yeah, it's not impossible to be happy and productive whilst you're sick, but it's definitely a lot harder compared to if you weren't sick. So after getting COVID, I decided that I don't ever want to feel like this ever again. And here's how I did it. I didn't do anything special. I just did what my parents always told me to do from young. Drink water every day, at least 2 liters, more if you're exercising or your lips are already cracking. Sleep well, have quality sleep, by which I mean not get interrupted by people in your house or noises outside your house or your own bladder. I could quote over 1,000 different websites on the benefits of good sleep and the benefits of having a consistent sleep schedule, but I think Benjamin Franklin's quote will do just fine. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Dang bro, it rhymes. If you have a consistent sleep schedule, you're not only healthy, you'll be able to think and learn better and develop the self-discipline that will get you far in life. Because if you can't be disciplined with your own sleep schedule, what are you doing, man? As long as you can sleep well, the fancy stuff like the softness of your mattress or how bright the room is doesn't really matter. It helps, but it's not the most important. Sleeping is not that complicated. As for your diet, I'm just gonna tell you to eat healthily. You already know what not to eat and what you should eat. And as a wise man once said, if it didn't exist centuries ago, don't eat it. If you can't cut food out of your life entirely because of certain circumstances, then just remember this: everything in moderation. That's what my mom tells me, and my mom is always right. Sometimes. But what I'm trying to say in this case is, it's fine to eat ice cream as long as you don't eat it excessively like it's chocolate and yeah, Gus's Gloop. Before I started my self-improvement journey, I ate ice cream every day. Like granted, it was homemade, but it's still ice cream. Yet I didn't fall sick and I didn't gain weight. because I still lived a healthy and active lifestyle. Which leads me to the last fundamental. Exercise. Humans were made to move, not sit on their backsides or lie spinelessly on their couches every day and watch Netflix. You know exercise is good for you, so go do more of it. I am as fit as I am because for as long as I can remember, I've been playing sports. I started cycling when I was 4 or maybe 3. I played badminton from 7 to 12 competitively. I played football competitively from 15 to 16. And now I play basketball literally every day. Exercise is a must. If you exercise enough, you won't have to worry about not being able to sleep well, because you'll be so tired and exhausted that the moment your head touches the pillow, you just knock out. And if you exercise enough, you will have to drink enough water and eat enough to sustain your active lifestyle. You can shoot hoops or go for a run or pick up a martial art. It doesn't matter what kind of exercise you do, it just has to be exercise. Just make sure you make time for exercise, because if you don't make time for exercise, you'll probably have to make time for illness. And please remember to not push yourself too hard. Know your absolute physical limits. From personal experience, if you've never trained for a 2-hour cycle across the country in the sweltering sun with less than 500 milliliters of water, don't do it. Because you'll end up hurting yourself by being dehydrated and overworked, and then you'll end up with a very high fever, terrible body aches, and having to take medicine that tastes like phlegm. You don't want to eat that, trust me. Everything I've said so far, you probably already know, because it's nothing special. It's like everything the Health Promotion Board tells you to do, or just the basic things you've always been nagged about since you were a kid. I didn't even get professional help or advice from medical professionals, and that just proves that the basics are enough. Now, before you leave, I want to remind you that health is everything. To be successful, you need to be able to work for it, and to be able to work at your highest potential, you need to be healthy and fit. I can guarantee you that there's no one on earth who is sick or disabled who doesn't wish that they had a perfectly healthy body again.